Hi there. As you know, my name is Nahu, and tonight I'm going to share some incredibly exciting new secrets about how to change your life, not only mentally, but physically. You see, there's an incredibly close connection between how you think, where your emotions are, and how you appear physically. That's right. To start it out with, I'm going to tell you about something I discovered when I was a very young man. Well, back in, I think, somewhere in the 70s, when I first encountered an incredible gentleman by the name of Jack LaLanne, I discovered something about this gentleman that changed my life. It was not just his outstanding physique and the things that he did with it. It was who he was inside, the kind of individual he was within his inner self. You see, Jack LaLanne had something that very few people had. He had incredible vitality. Vitality equates to spirit, as far as I see it. It means this individual has tremendous energy and light coming from within their inner being. It's motivational. It's contagious. It changed my life, and it can change yours if you learn how to receive it. You see, energy can be transferred, but it can't be transferred unless you change some of the habitual patterns that you've created within your inner self. Getting in contact with who you are is going to help you understand exactly how you created these patterns, what they're associated with, how they have consumed much of your energy and altered your path. This is where I'm going to start at tonight. I'm going to tell you about how this energy got started. You see, getting in contact with the vital energy in yourself means increasing the light. How do you increase the light? Well, you get in contact with the source of the light within yourself. You are that source, of course, and it's all coming from you, and it's all part of your habitual mental habits. Mental habits that can lead you to the goals you want to reach, or mental habits that can keep you from achieving what it is you desire. Unless you get in contact with that and learn to understand it, you'll never reach those goals. Well, I've worked out a system that can get you there, change your life, and change your physical appearance all at the same time. Like I told you, I'm going to tell you about a system that will work regardless of all the systems out there that have failed or worked for you. I don't care what they are. I'm going to tell you about a system that will succeed. How do I know it will succeed? Because I employ it in my life. And the essence of it is in your thinking, as I said before, in your emotional patterns you created within your inner self. These are all your internal foundation. And, you know, when you build a house, you've got to have a strong foundation in order for that house to stand all the changes that come from the twists and turns of life. If it isn't flexible, if it isn't strong, if it's not durable, if it's not based on something that is a pure principle of wholeness, it will not withstand the rigors of time. I know this one will, because I've tried it. It changed my life. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. One of the first things I want to tell you about is there are two integral forces at work in all our lives. As I said, they are essential elements of our psychic patterns. One, on one hand, is levity, the other is gravity. Levity is equatable with life energy, bioenergy. It is lightweight, it is energizing, it is expansive, it is uplifting, like any kind of levity. Humor is a good example. People who laugh and have a good time are going to be focused in a very positive spirit. They're going to not be drawn down into what? The negative or the gravitational side. The gravitational side, or the element we call gravity, is that part of ourselves that makes us gain that mass. It comes about as a result of negative thinking, depressive thinking, emotions that are bogged down into weightiness built from past patterns that just have not worked. And they're a part of that inner sabotaging part of ourselves we call the subconscious. Again, as you know, I want to reclaim that space for you, and I want to see you utilize it to make you reach your goals. If you don't enhance that space, if you don't get in touch with it, you can't relieve yourself of that weightiness. Now, levity and gravity, or light and darkness, or positive and negative thinking, behavior, and emotions are the intrinsic integral core of Holoversal thinking, of the Holoversal lifestyle, if you will. Understanding this is the key to changing your life. You know, I just talked about creating and establishing a powerful, lasting foundation. If you don't have it, your house will not stand. It will be like a house of cards, and every little wind that comes along will blow it down. So in order to overcome that, you have to get in touch with this integral internal principle of levity and gravity. Very essential for you to have that strong, powerful home you need to withstand all the changes of time. Now, I know a lot of you out there have tried a lot of different kinds of diets and other kinds of fads, health habits and patterns that have been taught by many different sources. While many of these fads and diets and health styles were based on what would seem to be pretty good principles, they didn't work. A lot of the people found themselves falling back into the same habits, or even when they applied them, they didn't seem to really work for them. They were left with a basic body that they had before. It never did really change. And why didn't it change? Again, they hadn't changed their internal lifestyle. It's not so much the external lifestyle. If you have the right kind of internal lifestyle, and it's based on knowledge of levity and gravity and the understanding of how you created the sabotaging internal subconscious, all these associational patterns that led to your downfall and the failure, you won't be able to develop the kind of body you want. You won't be able to be led into the right kind of choices and decisions in your life. You see, as I said, finding that internal place within yourself and establishing and building that strong foundation automatically leads you to the right kind of choices and decisions that will establish that kind of appearance and body that you want. You cannot get that unless you first develop the Holoversal lifestyle within yourself, understanding levity and gravity. Remember, the Holoversal lifestyle is E equals mass times the speed of light squared. What is that? Energy plus mass plus light equals success in your life. Get in touch with yourself, expand that internal space, get more of that light, and get more energy to reach your goals. Peace and more power to you. Blessings. Good night.